What would you do if the flames came for your home? Emma thought, her heart racing as she stood at the edge of the forest. In the once peaceful Pine Valley, a raging fire was no longer a distant threat. It was an unstoppable force, creeping closer by the minute. One fateful afternoon, lightning struck the dry woods, igniting an inferno that consumed everything in its path. The air thickened with acrid smoke as frantic evacuation orders echoed through the town. Emma, a volunteer firefighter, wasted no time. She grabbed her gear, determination fueling her as she joined her fellow firefighters to protect their community. But then, a frantic call came in. An elderly couple was trapped in their home at the forest's edge. Without hesitation, Emma raced toward the danger, her heart pounding. Navigating through thick smoke and falling embers, she and her partner Jack fought their way to the couple's house. As they reached the flaming structure, the roar of the fire intensified, and a tree nearby succumbed to the blaze. Emma's heart sank as she realized they were now surrounded by flames. "Stay close!" she yelled, ushering the couple out as smoke filled the air. Then, as they turned to escape, the ground beneath them began to shake violently. The wind shifted, and a massive fire tornado emerged from the trees, spinning wildly and closing in around them. Panic surged as they realized their odds had worsened. With no time to lose, Emma shouted, "We'll make a break for the creek!" They fought through the raging inferno, but as they arrived at the edge of the water, they found the creek dried up, leaving behind cracked earth and steam rising from the heat. Desperation clawed at her as they faced the churning flames with no safe route. Summoning her courage, Emma spotted a small overhang nearby. "Head there, quickly!" she urged as they sprinted toward the barely sheltered spot. Just as they reached it, a wave of fire swept down the hillside, and for a moment, it felt like the flames would engulf them completely. But just as hope began to wane, Emma saw a fire truck approaching from the opposite side of the creek. "Over there!" she pointed, but their only way now was through what looked like a flaming wall. "We can make it!" With a deep breath, she yelled for them to follow her. And then, in an unexpected turn, the fire tornado lifted, almost as if it were giving them a path. But just as they rounded the bend, a loud explosion sounded. A propane tank from a nearby home detonated. The shockwave knocked them off their feet and chaos erupted. Trapped and gasping for air in the rising smoke, Emma felt despair creep in. But then she remembered the old storm drain nearby. "There! We can go underground!" she shouted, guiding them toward a small grate. With the flames closing in, she pried it open with all her strength. Shoving the couple inside, Emma squeezed in last, just as fire ignited the air above them. They crawled through the dark tunnel, breathing heavily, uncertainty swirling around them. As they finally emerged on the other side of the hill, the sight of the fire still raging behind them sent shivers down their spines. Though the forest would bear the scars of battle, they had fought fiercely against the inferno. Emma stood tall beside the couple, knowing they had faced the darkness together, and that Pine Valley would heal. When all seemed lost, they had found a way through, reminded that even in the direst circumstances, hope and strength could emerge triumphantly.